Meeting to order. May we get a roll call, please?
Mr. Belfiore.
Here.
Mr. Bianco.
Here.
Mr. DeFilio. Mr. Ludson.
Here.
Mrs. Coletti.
Here.
Mr. Adesanya.
Here.
Mr. Stokel.
A quorum has been established. We all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jennifer, could you read our mission statement, please?
The mission of Norwich School District 80 is inspiring educational excellence in a nurturing environment.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the visitors for coming on such a great day. Public participation? Discussion, motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Discussion, roll call, please.
Mr. Ludson.
Yes.
Mr. Bianco.
Yes.
Mr. Belfiore.
Yes.
Mrs. Coletti.
Yes.
Mr. Adesanya.
Yes. Consent agenda approved. Board comments? Anyone? No?
Yes, I'm going to happen. As we move on in the meeting, I know it's not there yet. I would like to extend a thank you to all the board members whose terms are up and are leaving the table today. Thank you for your time. It's been greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service and good luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Oh, I want to generally thank the community for electing me to represent them as a board member. It was a very humbling experience. However, the greatest honor was to serve our children. I want to personally congratulate the newly elected board members for being elected. It is truly an honor. There is nothing better than serving the children of our community. With no other comments, board reflections, I'd like to adjourn side-die, which means that we've been released. Sarah, please. Sorry. I need a motion for side-die.
I'll make the motion.
Discussion? Is it a roll call? All in favor say aye, all opposed say nay. Aye. Motion carries. You want to call up the newly elected
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
Michael Belfiore. Sebastian Palazzo. Frank Tribuzio. Louis Mazzano. Renzo Berardi.
If you guys can do it all together.
I, Michael Belfiore, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education School District 80 in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois, to the best of my ability. I further swear that I shall respect the taxpayers' interests by being a faithful protector of school district assets. I shall urge and respect the free expression of my fellow board members and others who seek to hear before the board, while respecting the privacy of students and employees. I shall recognize the board member as the legal authority as an individual, and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting. And I shall by a majority decision of the board while retaining the rights to changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
Congratulations, welcome. I think we need one extra seat just for now.
Here. There's one in between.
Jennifer, you can, I'll join you in 1 second. Literally.
I want Jennifer.
Come on up, Frank. It's all yours.
There's one, sit here.
Okay, go ahead, 'cause I'm gonna get up in a minute, actually. Can we get a roll call? Oh, I'm sorry. Can we get a roll call, please?
Mr. Belfiore?
Here.
Mr. Berardi?
Here.
Mr. Biondo?
Here.
Mr. Ludston?
Here.
Mr. Mazzano?
Here.
Mr. Palazzo?
Here.
Mr. Tribuzio?
Quorum has been established. Mr. Biondo, could you read our mission statement, please?
The mission of Norwich School District 80 is inspiring educational excellence in a nurturing environment.
So, number 13, appointing a president pro term. Typically, the outgoing president does this one last thing. Does anyone object to that? Great. I'd like to open up the nominations for school board president.
I'd like to nominate Sam Palazzo.
I second the motion.
There's no second needed.
Who was
Renzo?
I'm sorry?
No, she needs to know who said it.
Oh, sorry.
Any other nominations?
Well, I was gonna go with Lou because of his outstanding job with over 600 write-ins. That says a lot. A big accomplishment, so.
So we have two candidates. Any other candidates? We'll do a hand vote for Sam Palazzo. Raise your hand. Five. Six. Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
Or you can stand right there. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. So, vice president, secretary.
Okay. You got a scooch?
No, you just, what you're gonna do now is just say yes or no.
Next item is vice president. Do we have any nominations for vice president?
I'd like to nominate Lou Mazzano.
So you would have, can I nominate you? Yes, you can.
So I would like to nominate Frank Tribuzio.
Okay, so what you're gonna do now is just write
Okay.
Lou's name first. And then you'll write Frank. And then you'll ask for a vote for Lou start, going first with Lou.
Okay. We'll start with Lou Mazzano.
You can do a hand.
If you vote for Lou, please raise your hand. I see two, Mike Belfiore and Tim Lutz.
So just mark two. No, Frank Tribuzio.
If you'd like to vote for Frank Tribuzio as vice president, raise your hand. I see five.
Frank?
Frank, congratulations. You are the vice president.
That's one second.
Okay. And the last position is secretary. Do we have any nominations for secretary?
I'd like to nominate Renzo Berardi.
Are there any, Frank nominates Renzo Berardi. Are there any other nominations for secretary? Do we need to vote? Okay, if you'd like to vote for Renzo Berardi, raise your hand.
All of us. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Renzo, you are the secretary of the board.
So now we're going to go into set board calendar.
Okay, next item is set the board calendar.
So since you guys don't have logins yet, we're going to hand you the upcoming year's schedule of all board meetings and committee meetings. So take.
Yeah, I want that.
I'm good. That'll be once you get your login, so everything will be in there.
Just take a look at them really quick.
This is only
It's going to be the third Tuesday of every month, and then there's going to be a board committees of the different
committees?
committees, right? You can have more than what's scheduled, but right now there's 4 for each one for the year.
Okay, understand.
Okay, so the way it's designed is you have your monthly scheduled meetings, which are required to post on the website, so they post on the website. So make note of that because it's important we have a quorum at those meetings. Then in addition, we have our committee meetings, which will be appointed later on in the agenda. You have your committee meetings that are before each and every board meeting. In some instances, for example, if you're on the buildings and grounds, you can make a request to have a meeting for buildings and grounds on a separate date that's not listed here. However, we have required, the expectation has been that we have these meetings before the board meetings because the committee work is incredibly important for this district, and you play a big role in input and getting input based on the advisement from the Board of Education. Okay. Note that the policy committee meetings are a committee of the whole. It's all the board meeting, all the board members. And we do that twice a year. I believe it's twice a year or once a year. It's on a Wednesday. It's not on a Tuesday.
Okay.
So you have to make note of that. In addition, what we don't have listed here is on May 2nd, we have professional development that is given by the IASB with the Mr. Perry Hill. We've been doing it pretty much since I've been here. I think we did it actually before I actually came into the district. As part of the May 2nd professional development, some people call it training, I call it professional development, you will be setting norms for the Board of Education, and I'm going to be passing this to you guys right now. As well as communications between the superintendent and the Board of Education, okay? And this is important because it helps to streamline expectations, and you can modify these at the May 2nd meeting. That is one of the biggest things that we do in a closed session. By law, we can do it. We can go into closed session, and it will be anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. So I want to make sure that the board is aware, the new board members, the May 2nd, 7 p.m., it'll be here at Lee's School. Okay, that's the first thing. In addition, we have negotiations, and I've spoken to a Dr. Craig Schilling, who has been intimate in assisting us with negotiations. He has 3 dates he's requested for the Board of Education, and you don't have to get back to me tonight. You can get back to me at another time. I'll send you an email. The 3 dates that he is requesting that he can meet with the board and go over not only what we've worked on, but more importantly, what the board is willing to negotiate, okay? He's given me May 7th, May 8th, and May 15th. Those are 3 dates. All 3 dates are prior to the next regularly scheduled board meeting, which I believe is the May 21st Board of Education meeting, okay?
Typically, Dr. Melly, what time would that meeting be?
I got to get, yeah, typically it's in the evening, but I don't know everybody's work schedule here.
Okay.
And so we have to determine a time that works best for all. You're the board, and I'm going to leave it up to you. My recommendation is that everybody's present, because when it comes to negotiations, especially when you vote on ratifying a contract, it's important that you have symmetry in your vote. But again, that's up to the Board of Education. So it's important that the board meet with Dr. Schilling. He can go over the negotiations portion. You will then give direction to members of the negotiations committee who, when they go to negotiations, they know exactly or the parameters that they're expected to negotiate within, okay? The reason I say that is, as a Board of Education, as we read in the statement, you cannot act alone. And so it would not be prudent to have separate conversation outside of the Board of Education and make promises that you cannot keep, because you run into what are referred to as unfair labor practices, ULPs.